Hello all, this is Melissa Lumen, and I hope you enjoy my presentation on generativity and its impact on overall life satisfaction. In this presentation, we'll be going over how one would define generativity. We're going to explore some relevant theories, assess any kind of personal generativity, and discuss how it shapes one's life satisfaction. Okay, what is generativity? I had to look this up myself as I had not been familiar with that term, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that I've been a generative person my entire life. I have always put others' needs before my own, and I feel like, having that characteristic along with others has made me a better, a daughter, a friend, a mother, a grandmother, a partner, and it's really helped me throughout my life in any kind of mentoring, teaching, or like community work, and I find it really fulfilling as I'm always, chasing down that sense of purpose. Now, theories. Here I'll be discussing Erik Erikson versus James Logan. Now, they each are similar in their perspectives, but Logan views generativity as an ongoing, evolving process that's more about just personal growth. It's about helping others to find their purpose, offering support, contributing to society. He finds this to be especially so in the later stages of life. He sees it as something that continues to develop over time with a focus on how we can positively impact those around us, all while leaving, that lasting legacy. Now, Erikson also defines generativity, specifically within middle adulthood, where it becomes the desire to make a meaningful contribution, to society as well as into future generations. This idea is central to his generativity versus stagnation stage that highlights the importance of having a sense of purpose and direction in life. So, Erikson argues that when we engage in generative activities, we experience a deeper sense of accomplishment, fulfillment. Without this drive to contribute, individuals may fall into that state of stagnation where they feel disconnected or unfulfilled or unproductive. And for Erikson, this feeling of stagnation can lead to dissatisfaction later in life, while being generative brings a sense of purpose, helping people navigate, the challenges of aging with some kind of meaningful impact. Ultimately, generativity offers a way to continue growing, to find purpose, to contribute to something greater than ourselves, ensuring that as we age, we don't lose that sense of significance that helps us to thrive. Okay, the influences of culture on generativity. Now, culture expectations and even religious traditions, they have a significant influence on generative behaviors. These encourage actions, they guide societal contributions, and, as well as personal development. These cultural values, also play a crucial role in shaping generative behaviors by promoting specific ideas. And this can be to, ideas in gender roles, religion, education. Examples in my own culture, education and mentorship are very highly valued, which motivates myself to participate in tutoring programs when I can, and sometimes lead community workshops. Now, based on my rating, when I took the Loyola generativity scale, I came up with a 34. And at first I was a little disappointed by that, but it just says, while I engage in generative action still, there's room for impact. But this makes sense, as I'm finishing up on my degree, and I'm not quite so focused on family matters because my children are grown. They live on their own, so they don't need me as much. So this is like the perfect time for myself to, focus on my needs and get this degree finished and fulfill that sense of, toward that sense of purpose. Now, personality traits. I would have to say the personality trait that I have that influences my generativity is my tend to be very empathetic. I feel very much what people around me feel. I listen, and as I mentioned in my slide, that might be all somebody needs is to feel heard. So, I think that makes me, a very good person to go to if you just need somebody to listen and to feel heard. Now, future career goals and generativity. Okay, my goal is to become a counselor. I want to be able to support children specifically in foster care or possibly a child's home, which, excuse me, I stayed in one when I was young, as I was a foster child for the first 13 years of my life. So I feel because I have that, same situation, I'm familiar with it, I can help them to be able to deal with those past traumas. Maybe guide them and encourage them to have that best quality of life to promote that sense of well-being. Now, increasing generativity over time, I feel doing like an assessment is super important. There are a few practical steps that people can take to make a real difference in the lives of others. One of the most impactful ways I feel is by volunteering. Whether it's helping out in your community or mentoring someone, volunteering, this is like a hands-on way to support and share your knowledge, and as well as a great way to actively contribute and make a meaningful impact in somebody else's life. Another step would be to continuously seek out that new knowledge and continue to grow not only personally but professionally and emotionally. It's not just about improving yourself, but about becoming better equipped to help and guide others. The more that you learn, the more you can share, and that's what helps you become a more positive influence on people around you. A crucial habit for growing your generativity, I feel, is a regular self-assessment. Taking that time to reflect on your actions and how you're contributing can help you figure out what's working and where you can do more. By checking in with yourself, you can focus on areas where you can make the biggest difference, and whether that be from volunteering, improving your skills in other ways, learning, self-reflection. These are all very powerful tools to not only enhance your own generativity, but also to ensure that you're continuing to grow and make a positive impact on the world around you. Now, this all being said, I'm going to take this information that I've learned about generativity and take that on into my education as well as my possible future career with children and helping them to feel that they're worthy and there's definitely a place for them in this world. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.